ICD-10 PCS guidelines pertaining to obstetric cases. First, I will define the products of conception. Any structure that is the result of sperm fertilizing an egg. That could be the fetus, placenta, umbilical cord, amniotic membrane, or the amniotic fluid. PCS codes use 7 characters. I will name each character. 1 is the section, 2 is the body system, 3 is the root operation, 4 is the body part, 5 is the approach, 6 is the device, and 7 is the qualifier. Here is a mnemonic to help remember the 7 characters. Sally buys root beer at Dairy Queen. Guideline C1 states, procedures performed on the products of conception are coded to the obstetrics section. Procedures performed on the pregnant female other than the products of conception are coded to the appropriate root operation in the medical and surgical section. For example, an amniocentesis is coded to the products of conception body part in the obstetrics section. Repair of obstetric urethral laceration is coded to the urethra body part in the medical and surgical section. Guideline C2 states, procedures performed following delivery or abortion for curettage of the endometrium or evacuation of retained products of conception are all coded to the obstetrics section, to the root operation extraction, and the body part is products of conception retained. Diagnostic or therapeutic dilation and curettage performed during times other than postpartum or post-abortion period are all coded in the medical and surgical section to the root operation extraction and body part endometrium. Here is a little helpful guide when choosing the correct section when you're coding a DNC. Is the DNC a product of conception? If it is not, you go to the medical and surgical section and it's extraction and endometrium. If the DNC is on the product of conception, your next question, is it to abort the pregnancy? If the answer is yes, then it is abortion and the body part is product of conception. If it is not to abort the pregnancy, you use extraction and it's products of conception retained. Also here, abortion versus extraction of retained products of conception. So the procedure intent, if it is to treat a missed or incomplete spontaneous abortion, or in other words, a miscarriage, the root operation is extraction, and the body part is products of conception retained. However, if it is an induced abortion to terminate the pregnancy, your root operation is abortion, and your body part is products of conception. There are 12 root operations used in obstetric procedures, but only 2 of them are used exclusively for obstetrics procedures. Those 2 are delivery, which is essentially catching the baby, and abortion. The abortion root operation is used only for an induced termination of pregnancy, not spontaneous. There are 3 body parts used in the obstetric section. They are products of conception, which is a viable pregnancy, products of conception retained, which is a non-viable pregnancy, a spontaneous or missed abortion, or postpartum retention of products of conception. And finally, products of conception ectopic, which is a displaced pregnancy.